こんにちは。Josh Solt と申します。Hi, I'm Josh Solt, Partner Development Manager of Kids Apps and Games at Google Play. Before I joined Google, I founded a couple startups in the kids space, so I'm very passionate about this area. Today, I'm here to talk about finding success in the kids and families vertical. But before I begin, I want to show you some of the ways parents find and use your content for key moments in their lives, which is why many of us are in this room here today. I'd like to show you this video, which we think captures a lot of what we're talking about today. Please direct your attention here.
1, 2, 3.
This is yogurt.
Now, do we need butter?
No, the other way. Like that. Strike it. Well, this one, we fold it like this. Wow, aren't we clever?
And to cut your hair. Where is the black one?
Oh, it's in my eyes. Is that what my hair looks like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Green.
Yeah, that's right.
I did it. You do that one.
All right, then. That's it. What, did it go all white and nice and clean?
He said to us, "Why do you sit there like that?"
I love that video. So with our new family section, we want to help you guys build more of those great family moments. Google is investing heavily in helping family developers find success on Google Play. Has anyone in this room heard of our new family section or our Design for Families program? It's good to see. Well, we recently launched our new family discovery experience. So now, no matter how parents are accessing your content for their kids on Google Play, they can find it, whether through searching, browsing, new character pages, or merchandise collections, particularly for kids. I would like to call it a few key elements. We know the majority of parents search for content for their kids, so we focused on surfacing high-quality, child-friendly apps via search from the family section. For example, if you search for music while in the family section, the results are much more relevant for kids' content. And in fact, you only get results from apps that are opted into our Design for Families program. And if you search for kids' content anywhere on Google Play and do searches such as educational apps for kids, games for 3-year-olds, and in this case, coloring for kids, Google recognizes that it's a search for kids' content, and therefore the games are boosted in the search results, and you gain that additional visibility. One of the key elements of Google Play's family section is the ability to search for content by characters. Characters are important to kids, and we know many of you invest a lot in character licensing. So we've made it easy for parents to find these characters through dedicated pages. Characters allow you to reach a highly relevant and targeted audience by putting all that content in one place. Parents know their kids have affinity for a specific character, so it's a powerful way to promote children's brands across content verticals, including apps and games, movies and TV, and books, and across different geographies, such as regionally or globally. In this example, we've got Shimajiro Anpanman, Doraemon, and then a host of other characters such as Frozen, Thomas the Tank Engine, and so on. We've also rolled out new features to empower parents to make better decisions. These include providing objective third-party content ratings for all apps, enabling stronger password protections to prevent against accidental in-app purchases, labeling apps that are ad-supported or that have in-app purchases, badging to help parents find age-appropriate content, and launching a new set of parent controls. Google isn't just investing in the family section on the engineering and product side. We're also investing on the marketing and through content to consumers to drive people to the new family sections on Google Play. This includes digital marketing campaigns, email, social posts, banners throughout the Google Store, as well as collections such as expert picks and seasonal themes. So a seasonal theme could be a collection for Halloween, for instance. We recently held an event in New York City targeting press and influencers and featuring some of our partners, which really brought the new family section to life. Working with many developers like you, and from our experiences on the Google Play Store, including the new family section, we gleaned insights into what it takes to design, develop, monetize, and market a family app. And I would like to share that today. The first step is to really understand your audience. And when you're talking about the kids and family space, there are really two specific audiences. The first one are parents, and those are the buyers. The kids are the users or consumers, and it's ultimately them that are going to be playing the kids app. They each have different needs, and you have to appeal to both at the same time. On one hand, parents care a lot about education, quality, and safety. They want a title that stimulates kids' creativity and exploration. And on the other hand, kids want to play apps and games that are fun, intuitive, and easy to play. Anyone with kids will tell you that that's not an easy thing to do. This may sound obvious, but try to resist being all things to everyone. We know that a toddler is different than a high schooler, but keep in mind that a 5-year-old is different from an 8-year-old who's different from an 11-year-old. At Google, our research has shown that it's important to narrow your user base as much as you can and cater to their particular skills, be it developmental, social, emotional, motor skills, or language capability. This is why we also have age groups as a new category in our family section. And involve kids in your research. As you know, there's no substitute for customer feedback, and is an important part of the app development process. So if you're not already doing this, make sure you involve kids and their parents from the get-go, starting with initial research all the way through design, development, and testing. One example of a developer named Budge Studios out of Canada, this developer involves hundreds of kids worldwide in their creation processes with play testing, focus groups, and online surveys. And be sure to include appealing features for kids. Moving on to design, you want to include illustrations, animations. We discussed popular characters before, colorful icons and logo, and video and screenshot really showing off your game and how to use it. Kids are very visual. You want to capture their imagination, really hold their attention. And on the practical side, you want to appreciate the size of their fingers as well. So keep in mind their vocabulary and make sure you use large fonts, small words, and big colorful buttons. One of our developers named Smart Study designs menus based on images rather than text and uses buttons that are large enough for younger children who are not able to read and whose motor skills are not fully developed. But don't forget that you're also catering to parents, and parents really value educational content. That's why when we look at the top charts and a lot of what's succeeding, developers are usually incorporating some element of educational content in their app or game. One developer named IntelliJoy solves for this by making sure that all their graphics are strictly educational. If they create something that's cool, but it doesn't bring anything to the table in terms of education, they simply remove it from the app. And keep it simple. In designing for kids, simplicity and clarity are paramount. When designing the app's think roles 1 and 2, as you see here, a Greek developer named Avokiddo focused on eliminating complicated scenarios, multiple screen levels, and complex UI. Because an app with a clear look and feel helps kids avoid distractions. This developer believes that engagement needs to occur naturally without the needs for kids or their parents to read instructions on how to play an app. And really optimize for tablets. This is critical. While the phone is a personal device, a tablet is really the shared device which you often find in the living room. So in order to deliver a great user experience, as well as get maximum visibility for your title on the top charts, your app or game needs to be tablet optimized. Make the most of the larger screen and utilize the full real estate. Include screenshots for the larger screen in your app description, and we find that this is a pretty staggering number, 10x. Apps that are designed for tablets monetize that much better, with 10x the sales for apps designed for a tablet device. Now I'd like to talk about business models that you see in the kids and family space. So now that you've designed a great app, how on earth are you going to monetize it? As we're all aware, in the kids and family space, monetization has to be really carefully thought out. We've seen developers have varying levels of success and pros and cons through the following 4 monetization ways. Premium, which is a paid title, in-app purchases, subscriptions, and ads. Let's start off with premium. Premium apps allow developers to earn income each time a user downloads your title. This is particularly helpful in the case when you've built a brand and have gained user trust. We find developers such as Sego and Toca Boca are really doing well with their premium titles. They have a whole portfolio of premium titles that they're able to cross-promote. And then, try before you buy works for many things in life. Why should apps or games be any different? And in fact, freemium does really work well on Google Play. This is tricky in the kids and family space because it lowers the barrier to entry, and you also have to make it so the kid or parent isn't constantly purchasing a title. Story Toys, another developer, has done a great job in resolving this dilemma by allowing users to download some content for free and then unlocking the rest of their content through an in-app purchase. I want to touch on very quickly IP licensing as a model. Kids have an affinity for certain characters, which is why we created the character pages that we discussed before. Working with well-known brands, such as Anpanman or Shimajiro, allows you to tap into a pre-existing audience very quickly and take advantage of their marketing resources And this also addresses some of the issues around discovery and user acquisition. Here we have Speakaboos, which has done this really well. One thing you have to, however, keep in mind is you still have to make the app experience meet the premium quality level that the fans associate with this title. There are additional approvals to get since you're working on IP licensing with a well-known brand, and the economics are different. Make sure you fully understand the implications of this strategy before you embark on it. So now I'd like to talk about marketing. So now you've built the app and figured out how to monetize it. How best do you get the word out to users? I want to share some of the techniques our top partners have seen work really well for them. Create a compelling store listing. As an app developer, when a parent searches for something that's like your app, you want your app to show up first. That's why your store listing is really important. A high-quality title is very important. Be as clear as possible so that your app stands out in a sea of competitors. Your app's description should clearly tell potential customers what your app does and why it matters. Make sure to get that information right up in front. Getting parents to your store listing from search is one part of the equation. The other part is getting them to download. So how do you convert the user? Many parents and kids judge apps by the quality of their screenshots and the videos. So make sure yours are high quality and that parents can scan through them. The more you can communicate what the app experience is like, the more likely that someone's going to download your app. And make sure you test it. Now that you've taken the guesswork out, you can use A/B testing for store listing experiments. You can run experiments with different versions of text and graphics to see which is most effective in converting visits into installs. This is especially important for kids developers since kids and their parents respond so much to icons and characters. Here we have an example with Baby First. Baby First is a developer out of Los Angeles, and they've seen considerable success by testing everything from screenshots to icons. When they tested their old icon against a new one, they saw an immediate 10% increase in the results. That led them to swap out their old icon for the new one. And developer pages are really powerful. How many people here today have set up a developer page? Well, it's definitely worth doing, and it takes 5 or 10 minutes of your time. Developer pages were launched at Google I/O, and they allow you to create a brand on Google Play very easily. You can show off all your content in a single place, as you see here with Toca Boca, and you can customize it with special graphics that represent your brand really well. You can also call out your specific title that you would like to highlight at that moment in time, which is great around launches. These are incredibly powerful and great way to run marketing promotions as you can link all of your social communications to your developer page and have a user go there to find all your content in one place. And build a community. It takes a village. To get the best apps and games in front of kids, parents look to other parents for advice on what to help their kids. And while kids like to try stuff that their friends like, it's really important that you tap into the parent community. Encourage users who love your app to rate it and spread the word via reviews. Apps with better reviews get more installs, period. So encourage both parents and kids who know your product to leave reviews. And build your own village by responding to reviews. This is really important. A lot of developers don't know that you can respond to reviews on Google Play. YouTube is a great marketing channel for apps and games, especially those designed for kids. This is an amazing stat. Year over year, family entertainment channels on YouTube have grown 200%. Kids spend hours a day on YouTube consuming user-generated content, connecting with their favorite creators, and even watching other games that people play. YouTube simply cannot be ignored. Create a YouTube channel and use it to share game trailers, gameplay videos, tips, and even user-generated content to get consumers excited about your new products. You also can now use YouTube cards. YouTube cards are an evolution of annotations embedded in the videos to inform viewers about other videos, merchandising, playlists, websites, and more. They're a great way to take people from YouTube to your app. They also look beautiful in the video and are available anytime during the video. And yes, they also work on mobile. In addition to YouTube, make sure you promote your apps via channels that reach parents. This includes social media, email, mommy bloggers, mom groups, newsletters, and more. Also, if your app is educational, be sure you reach out to an educational community, curators, bloggers, and parent communities to support your marketing efforts. These are important influencers in the kids and family space and help you reach a wider audience. So I'd like to wrap up by saying that we've got some great content already in the store. We launched the family section earlier this year, and it has fantastic momentum, but we would love for you to opt more of your titles into our family section by opting into our Design for Families program. We want you to create inspiring apps and games for kids and families that allow them to create, explore, and share together. If you have not done so already, please opt into our Design for Families program. You do that by logging into the developer console and select Design for Families under Pricing and Distribution in the All Application section. To be eligible, an app must have a rating of either Everyone or Everyone 10+. You also have to have a valid privacy policy, and developers must disclose the app's interactive elements. Most importantly, Design for Families apps and games need to appeal to kids under 13. To make sure you meet these program requirements, and for more information, please visit the Android developers website. Thank you so much. It was an honor to be here. I really appreciated it.